Hello there and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky the Third. I am the RNGenius, but you may call me Eric, and in the last episode we finished up a star door, the star door of the Epstein Foundation. First we had to fight our way through a challenge where we had to, well, equip stuff that's good against petrification, which I did, and now I will unequip that again and equip the Fool's Emblem again. We did that. That was quite a rough fight, but we ended up pulling through, and now we got an Ingenuity Quartz 2 out of it as well. Now we're going to release whoever's in the Sealing Stone. What? That looks like... It couldn't be. Could it? You've got to be kidding me. Stun grenade? Who goes there? Speak your name. What? I sure didn't see this coming. I presume you're all familiar with this man? All I can tell by the uniform is that he's from the Royal Army. Yeah, we certainly are. I'm not sure what is going on here. Estelle, Joshua. And is that you, Your Highness? Yes, it is. It's good to see you again, Richard. I feel the same. The pleasure is all mine, Your Highness. I'm delighted to see you well and in good health. There's no need to stare at the floor when you're talking to me, you know. How have you been? Thanks to Her Majesty's extraordinary kindness, I've been doing very well. I hope you'll forgive me for asking. I'm afraid I don't quite understand the situation I found myself in. Would it be any trouble to request a brief explanation of where we stand? It would probably be easier if I handled that. I don't believe we've met. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Reese Argent, a squire affiliated with the Gralsritter. The Gralsritter? I see. It sounds as though the situation is even more abnormal than I thought. I suppose I should introduce myself as well. My name is Alan Richard. I was once a colonel in the Royal Army's Intelligence Division, as well as a traitor who attempted to instigate a coup d'etat. At present, however, I run the research agency R&A Research. Thank you. I think I have a solid grasp now. I wish I knew what else to say. What do you mean? As in, like, you're having trouble believing all of what we just told you? Well, part of me feels that way, yes. But that's not really it. The greatest doubt in my mind is simply, why me? Huh? I look at everyone here and I see comrades who know how to fight alongside one another to turn even the darkest of odds in their favor. Whether this turn of events was the will of the goddess or someone else, I can't rightly say. But from where I'm standing, you've already formed the perfect team for overcoming the obstacles before you. I guess so. I sure as hell don't want to work with her, though. I don't want her stupid rubbing off on me. Oh, you're gonna feel really stupid after I thwack your brains to mush. Not now, you two. If I may. I find it hard to understand how I, of all people, came to be here. Far from working together with all of you, I'm a criminal who threatened both your lives and the safety of the nation in which we thrive. I can't help but feel my being here is a mistake of some kind. Still, we've helped you. You have helped us before, though. Like during the attack on Gransel, remember? You came to everyone's aid then. Yeah. That could have gotten really bad if you and your men hadn't showed up to help when you did. They're right. Then there was the fact that you assumed responsibility for defending the city while all of us escorted Chloe to Haken Gate. Yeah, you might have done some bad stuff in the past, but you're underselling yourself by saying you've never helped us before. Be that as may be. My good man, it's not as though you're the only one here who performed terrible deeds. To use the occasion Joshua mentioned, while you valiantly defended Granzel, I was at Haken Gate threatening liberal safety. And yet here I am, fighting alongside my friends without a care in the world. The best thing to do here, in my personal opinion, is relax. Man, I'm not sure boasting about not having a care in the world is something you should be doing. I have a different perspective on those events, Your Highness. You were only threatening Liberal on the surface. You had no intention of actually doing anything. On the contrary, you were trying to protect it. The same can't be said for me. My conspiracy was my own doing. Okay, but what about me? We were being used by you guys, yeah. But that doesn't change the fact that we were a bunch of sky bandits who even hijacked an airship. But Her Majesty was gracious enough to give us another chance at life, and we're trying to make the most of it running in our new company. I don't think our positions are all that different, honestly. Well, you might have done some things that you regret, but it's not the past that determines who you are. It's what you choose to do now. Exactly, and it would be a huge help if we had someone as baller as you fighting with us. So please, we could really use your help. Are you sure, Annalise? Huh? You guys know each other? How'd that happen? Ah, hehe. I went to visit your dad for something a while back, so that's when we met. Huh? Really? After all we've heard, I see no reason to refuse your company. If anything, we're eager to welcome you to our group with open arms, myself included. You could consider it aid given to the Gralsritter if that would make you less adverse to the idea. What do you say? Very well, you have my support. Woo! I'm glad you're with us. Thank you. I only hope I meet your expectations. Incidentally, there is one thing I would like to confirm first. What would that be? You said that you believe everyone to have been surrounded by that white light and sent here at roughly the same time. When that happened, were you all wearing the same clothes that you are now? What kind of question is that? Now that you mention it, how come you're wearing your military uniform? I was under the impression that you left the armed forces. That's right. Now the question makes sense. You were wearing something different when you were sent here, weren't you? I was. Currently I work out of an office in Ruined City, and since beginning work there, I've never once willingly worn my old uniform. When I was surrounded by that light, I was wearing a shirt and a pair of slacks as I normally do. And yet somehow I find myself here in uniform. That's odd. It's not something that's happened to anyone else either. Oh, I have a thought. Perhaps the Lord of Phantasma decided the Colonel just wasn't sexy enough in anything else, and prepared that strapping uniform for him after bringing him here. Yeah, I don't think so. So, in addition to the other billion ways, they are a weird freak. They've got a military uniform fetish too. I couldn't entirely blame them if they did, though. Same. I swear, girls these days. Still, there's clearly got to be something to it. I get the feeling we're on the verge of a major breakthrough in working out how we ended up here. So do I. As well as what this place really is to begin with. Interesting. In that case, let's put the matter aside for now. Now that that's settled, then we should start getting ready to resume our investigation. Releasing Richard should hopefully have opened up a new path for us to follow. Alright, Colonel Richards. Richard, amazingly quick with his sword. Excellent arts proficiency. That is something. What? Arts 1100, strength 1800, defense a lot, speed a lot. Okay.
This ought to perk you up.
You ready?
All right. What do you got, Richard? There's never gonna be anyone up there. Never, but I will always check. Man, I sure wasn't expecting Colonel Richard of all guys to be in a sealing stone. At this rate, it'll be Master Cassius in the next one. Hold up a sec. I ended up here despite being in Calvert, so maybe she could even end up here. Huh. Zin is deep in thought. Something clearly is on his mind. Tita said that she was feeling a little tired, you see. So I'm currently in the process of lulling her into a peaceful slumber with my sweet nothings. This just feels like a crime in the making. I have no counter-argument. I see that the mind of that mind of yours is still as filthy as ever. Haha, I haven't the faintest clue what you're all accusing me of. I always put the ladies in my life above all else. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. Still, her adorable sleeping face does wonders to stimulate my paternal instincts. Perhaps I should ask her to call me Daddy after she wakes up? Okay. Ah! Oh, she looks like she's having a little nap. She was the first person we released from a sealing stone, incidentally. She must be exhausted. I think we should let her rest then. Yeah, you're right. She's so cute. Oh, if it ain't Estelle and Joshua. Hey, you heard this thing about Annalise? Apparently she fought our buddy Colonel Richard here a while back. What, really? I couldn't believe my ears when I first heard it either. Hey, yeah, it's true. I wasn't expecting it to happen though, but it was just a friendly bout, so don't take it too seriously. Huh, never would have guessed. I mean, I fought him once before too, but it's still weird. Yeah, but that fight was 4 against 1, and even then we barely scraped a victory. Well, you know someone's gonna be tough when your old man's the one who trained him with a sword. I'd be down for a one-on-one fight against him if he is. Hell, maybe I should go ask him now. Colonel Richard's supposed to be pretty tough from what I've heard. I'm just itching to fight him one-on-one myself while I got the chance. I'd like to think I've become a little stronger since I last fought the Colonel, too. Maybe I should ask him for another match. Alright. So, Agate and Annalise. Annalise is important when talking to Tita. Looks like she's having a little nap. Makes sense. Guess we should just let her rest. Yeah, you're right. Hey, she's so cute. She is, but Annalise is not getting on. Fine. I'm still not decided on who to take with us to the next part, by the way. Ah, this place is full of peculiar things. It appears to be a dimensional space of its own. You're still finding all of this hard to take in? Oh, it's you, Stell? You could probably put it that way, yes. I fear it's going to take me a while longer to come up with an effective enough plan to conquer this place. Conquer? It was me thinking you might still be trying to process the situation you're in, but you're already one step ahead. That's our colonel. As I believe I've told you several times already, I'm not a colonel anymore. I'm not even part of the army anymore. Oh, oops. You're running a research company for civilians these days, right? Indeed. We're still a relatively insignificant startup, though. We operate out of a small office in Ruin. The only employees at present are myself and Kanone. What? Captain Amalthea's working with you too? Somehow I can't imagine her sitting behind a desk doing normal people work. I suppose that's hardly surprising. Still, she's also changed since the coup. We've been living a rather relaxed life since our new business began. Really? I can believe it though. You've got this whole different aura about you now. Maybe this was actually the right career choice for you after all. I certainly hope so. Regardless, returning to work is just another reason I can't afford to remain here any longer than necessary. We need to strive to return to our world as soon as possible. Yeah, agreed. We'll be counting on you, Colonel. Did that entire conversation fly right over her head? This world we are in clearly operates by its own set of rules, and as such, it seems reasonable to conclude that they exist because it was created for a specific reason. If I can work out what that purpose is, I may be able to think of an effective way of conquering it, but therein lies the real challenge. Both General Morgan and Brigadier General Bright did their best to stop Richard from leaving the army when he made his decision to do so. No one denies that he made a mistake, but he was an exceptionally skilled soldier, and the military is worse off without him. I've heard rumors that Brigadier General Bright hasn't given up on bringing him back into the ranks yet even. You've got to be kidding me! He really doesn't believe in giving people a break, does he? Regardless, I wasn't expecting Richard of all people to end up here. But he does fit within the rule that only those who have aided us end up in Sealing Stones. This is my first time meeting Richard ever since he officially left the army. I'd heard his company's name mentioned on a number of occasions since then, though. Oh, really? Maybe it's doing pretty well for itself then. I've heard about Richard's company a number of times since it was first established. There have been small adverts for it in magazines too, I believe. So, our latest ally is the former Royal Army officer, Colonel Richard, is it? I've heard many great things about his skill in battle and espionage as well as his intellect. He does sound like the kind of man I would want as an enemy. He doesn't sound like the kind of man I would want as an enemy. So our latest ally is the former Royal Army officer, Colonel Richard, is it? He's not someone I would want as an enemy, but I'll welcome him any day as a powerful ally. A powerful ally? How about we take Müller and Richard into our party right now? Would be interesting. Okay. Both General Morgan, This is my first time meeting Richard. Alright, what kind of ordnance do you have? Pretty decent stuff. Not great. You've got a fire slot. Yeah, you have a great line down there. The blue one is awesome. Müller has, well, let's not talk about it. With this loadout, I'd like to talk to a gate again with Richard and Müller on my party. A train of powerhouses. You're pretty tough from what I've heard, Colonel. So I'm itching to fight you one-on-one while we've got the chance and see what I can really do. I'd like to think I've become a little stronger since I last fought the Colonel too. Maybe I should ask him for another match? What will it take to make everyone understand that I'm no longer a colonel? It'll take a lot. Oliver? Tita said that she was feeling a little tired, you see. So I'm currently in the process of lulling her into a peaceful slumber with my sweet nothings. Oh boy. Oh, Müller! Oh no! Oh no! I'm gonna need to do that again. Sorry. This just feels like a crime in the making. Funnily enough, I was thinking the same thing. I haven't the faintest clue of what you're all accusing me of. I always put the ladies in my life above all else. Yeah, that's exactly the problem. Still, her adorable sleeping face does wonders to stimulate my paternal instincts. Perhaps I should ask her to call me Daddy after she wakes up? Oh man, I would have liked a comment about that one.
Understood.
Okay. Do 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 do. Who do we have down here? It's gonna be Josette, Kevin. Yeah, Joshua and Chira. Why wasn't I? That's true. Richard's circumstances are notably different from the rest of us who ended up here. There's got to be some kind of underlying reason why that was the case. It just can't be random. If we can work that out, I have the feeling we'll be able to get significantly closer to knowing just how this world works. It's just a case of connecting the dots. I have a feeling that if we work out why Richard arrived here, how he did, we'll be able to get closer to knowing just how this world works. It's just a case of connecting the dots. He seems to be doing fine now. Fortunately for us, he's one tough cookie, so he should be up and about in no time. Don't you worry, MK. He'll be fine. I can promise you that he's in good hands. Don't you dare take one step closer to Joshua wearing that skimpy as hell outfit! Just because you were blessed with bombastic boobs doesn't mean you gotta go showing them off 24/7! What? Damn it! Why is my life so unfair? What? What is a good reaction? He looks a lot better compared to before. Indeed. Say that again.
Ready?
He's sleeping like a log at the moment. Doesn't seem to be moaning in his sleep as much anymore either. We just need to get his fever down a little and he'll be good as new. Leave everything here to me. I'm way used to this stuff now. Richard's circumstances, yeah, that's the same as before. Alright, I think we've exhausted about every line of dialogue we can have. I don't know to what extent, I probably missed a couple, but it's really finicky to get all of them. It's kind of random too. Well, not random, you gotta be a smart guy to figure it out. Okay, party time. Who do we want? I want Tita. I want Tita in my life. Tita. And of course we're going to talk to Oliver now that Tita's gone. Because he was just going on about Tita. That's right. And that means I'm going to put Mull onto my party as well. To talk to Oliver. If you're looking for Shira, she went to check up on that priestess, on how that priest is doing. Which means I am alone and in need of comfort, which naturally you will be providing, Estelle. Not a chance, Buster. It just doesn't feel right to be sitting here alone. Would you care to keep me company, Estelle? Well, okay, we're gonna take Tita with us. And I can't take Richard. He's good at arts. Well, okay. Means a lot of redoing the loadout. So we're gonna take Richard and we're gonna take Tita. First, equipment. Should have a pretty good orbital cannon by now. So we're gonna start with that. Tita, you've got a long barrel X. Tita only range +2, strength up. That has range +3. Increases the firing range of all cannons and guns, and that's just of cannons. I mean, I've got the long barrel 3 with range +4. She's not gonna need that ridiculous range, is she? I mean, strength down by 20 is nothing. Oh, sure. Sure, Tita. But I could equip you with that and something else. That would probably be smart. Range of 9 is decent. You don't need 2 of those. Prevents feint. Movement up, arts, defense up by 100, arts up 50, defense up 50, speed +1, not that good. Skull Pendant prevents death blows, Crimson Eye is not happening, Carnalia Bracelet is not happening. Don't need arts. Arts. Estelle, you have that. That's something I would like on Tita. Because your dexterity is only 32. And I'm gonna give you the black bangle. Means Estelle will... Or I could just give you the lunar seal. Honestly, that's a good idea. That means Estelle gets her black bangle back. And you use katanas. That's a very strong Ugetsu Zanshin. I assume that... Ooh, you look nice, Richard. Look at you. That is a nice looking uniform. Gotta be honest there. Analyst, your Genu is analyst only. Yes, fine. That ice cream though. That ice cream. Mint flavored with chocolate, I bet. Battle Surcoat. Is this better? Well, hardly in terms of defense, but that does give strength up, speed +5. Nah, let's have him have the Battle Surcoat. 4 skaters. Soldier Tabby is worse. Doom, doo, 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 doo. Glam Choker Plus. Right, I should probably unequip all of this before I go around walking around with a new party. We still have Kaleido armor around. Chloe as well with your Crimson Eyes. Those are probably gonna go toward Richard. Because I do need... You have Pearl Earrings Plus. Which are not that good. Okay, fair enough. I really need to. Next time I get the chance, I'll take Oliver with me. It's a promise, but we have to take Tita with me today. Today's Tita Day. You want some heat-resistant boots? Yes, you do. Titanium suit is not the top-notch thing I could equip you with. Gatling gear, we have an R launcher by... Wait. So what's Gatling gear? 700 damage. What can we buy? The cannon I could buy would be 800. Range down. Ah, sure. Why not? Why not? I never spend my money. Okay, that's happening. Richard, you have a good sword, you got good boots, not the best boots yet. Your boots have a lot of defense on them, movement +4. These are gonna lower your movement, but increase your speed by 15, which is very convenient. And you don't need movement if I'm just gonna use you as a caster. I'm not gonna equip you with 2 Crimson Eyes, that would be kind of putting you over to the top, but I'm gonna have you be an all-rounder, like I like him. Gladiator headband, I don't know who I'm gonna equip that on. Arts defense? You already have arts defense. That's nothing you'll need. Well, I'm not entirely sure what to equip him with. I guess that. You can have that for the moment. You are fully equipped. Zilvan, you still used Zilvan. Dragon Tree Jumpsuit, Tiger Heart, Silver Earring. Black Bangle. You have the Lunar Seal. I'd prefer the Super Gladiator Headband on you. That means Lunar Seal is probably better than that. Okay, and that's that. Now you have 1,400 arts. You have nice strength. You have 1,000 arts. You have... Okay, so we are very much on the melee damage side now, and defeating the... defeating that... that Archdevil's not an option currently with our magical setup as it is. Is it not an option? I mean, we had Joshua with us, and Joshua had a ridiculous damage output. So the only one who was able to scratch that thing was Chloe. Oh, okay. Let's do the ordnance. Tita. Okay. Death blow. I'm gonna give that to Tita. Physical. Give that to someone. Action 3. I'm gonna give that to someone. EP cut 4. Ruby gem definitely. Mine 4. It's my last mine 4. So yeah. You can keep those two. Yin Yang I'll need. Action 4 I will need. Silver gem I will use. Send I will probably not use. But I'll unequip it. Okay. Reese and Estelle are stacked. You could take a ruby gem if I upgraded your slot. Not that that'll be necessary, because I will have you not primarily as a damage dealing character. Why does no one have tier 3 slots? Why? How many Zebeth do I have? I should really upgrade just a couple. Just occasionally. Just spend a little bit. Just so it doesn't annoy me so much. That was a dumb thing to upgrade. Okay, now we're down. That costs a lot. But after all, I will now be able to equip Tita with a ruby gem. With a death blow. Blow to death. That's an EP cut 2. We're going to switch that for an EP cut 4. That is space only. You get a Heaven's Eye. Because that is useful. That means you can take something else except for Heaven's Eye. Could equip you with a physical. Ah, receive less physical damage, not cause more physical damage. I'm a dumbass. I am not the smartest. I did not read through that like ever. Okay, you get a Heaven's Eye. You get hit. Ooh, that's EP5. That's something that Richard wants. Yin Yang is something that Richard would want as well. Mind 4 as well. Where's my hit quartz? Is hit 2 isn't the best I have, is it? Hit 1. Hit 2. Hit 3. Heaven's Eye. Move 3. What's the best hit gem I can craft? Hit 4. Sure, dude. Equip Tita with a hit 4. But down here. Or what would it cause up here if I equipped you with hit 4? Nothing. So I might as well put it down here. There goes an action 4 for clog up X. It's very convenient. And now Arts' effect range. Do 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 do. I could equip her with cast, but I will not. I will hardly ever use cast. I could equip her with defense, shield, impede. What do all of those do? Agility up? No, that's movement up. Agility up. Movement +2 in an area. What other effects could you do? I'm not convinced what to give her here. I'm not sold. I guess I'll give her an HP 4 so she's able to cast healing arts. Okay, Richard. You should be easier than that. You've gotten hit 4. Fuck. I'm sorry for swearing there. That was a kind of... It came out wrong. You started with an action 4. Homo. That is incredible. Although action 4 is not something I will put in those slots, I will put that up here. Action 4 or cast 2. No, cast 2 is going to be put up here. Then you have this as your ingenuity slot. Because I can. So that you can take... whatever you had previously. Which was probably... I need Yin Yang on someone. That's going to be equipped on Richard as well. He only has one restricted slot, which is awesome. You have strike. That is already an on-hit effect. I don't know what to put on my people. Incredible. Well, no. Let's remove that. I definitely want for this to be ingenuity. Right after I upgrade that slot. Right after I upgrade that slot. As always, this takes forever. I know, but you knew what you were getting into. I mean, you don't have to watch this. Honestly, that's why I put it at the end of the episode and talk to everybody first. But, well, you can do whatever you want. All quartz okay. You take your action 4. Then instead of hit 4, you will get... Instead of mind 4, you'll get the silver gem. And instead of hit 4, you'll get a mind 4. EP cut 4. Ingenuity, what kind of crafts do you have? That's good. You've got evade 4. Why do I leave you with evade? Let's put a scent there. No, I still have yin yang to put on someone. Burr, 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 boo. You have 553 EP. Wow. Wow. Instead of the EP cut, if I take that away and trade that out for a scent, you get much. Litiara, Lacuria, get those buffs. Silent Cross too. All cancels arts and crafts. Awesome. You get all kinds of good stuff. Basically access to all elements. Death Scream as well. Everything costs a lot, but that's gonna... I can live with that. Okay, we got him there. He's done. Estelle. You're happy? Septim Vein. You got cast 2. You got cast 2. You have action 3. I could turn that into action 4. Huh? Where'd that go? Okay, never mind. Ruby Gem, Death Blow. I should have a hit 4 now. And as to what I'll put here, I only have Clock Up and, well, EP3 would already do it. Clock Down or EP Cut 4 would put her in the position where she's able to buff and use Clock Down. Although it's not that useful because she takes a long time casting, so I would want her to do something else. Maybe I will pick something like Memory just to see the doors on the minimap, but that seems ridiculous. Shield is not... You have Leforte now. Leforte is what? I have to look through all the quartzes I could craft. Topaz. For incredible defense. Freeze. Seal. Wind Gem. I could give her movement. You already have movement. Where'd that come from? I swear that wasn't there before. Could honestly create a Topaz gem and give it to her, but strength minus 9% is harsh. And they cancel each other out, so that's not an option. Huh. Ha ha ha, I don't know what to do with that last slot. I guess Shield 4 is gonna have to cut the mustard here, or I actually do put the defense gem quartz in. So if I equipped you with Topaz, your strength would get lowered to 1,650. That's not much. No, I don't want that. I think we're good to go for the moment. I think I don't want to do this anymore. It's not gonna get me anywhere. I think I'm gonna buy a better Templar sword than Sylvanas. No, I will definitely not, because I'm gonna get one. Okay, we're gonna restore our HP and EP. I'm gonna talk to the magical fountain, but it's probably not recovered yet. Is it? Is the magical fountain recovered? No, it's not. Okay. Well, then we are off to new worlds. We're off to exploration again. I know this took a long time, man. But we're gonna do some exploration next. So for the moment, I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I will see you guys in the next episode as well. Thank you very much for watching. And I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.